Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message for today comes from the form of me watching a movie and God leading me to type out a message that He relayed to me through the movie. So the movie is Rush Hour 3, and it was the part where Jackie Chan's character saved old dude towards the end of the movie, and he saved him, he helped him, and everything was good until he started to fall. And then once he started to fall, old dude, without any second thought, started trying to take him up out of here. And God spoke to me and said that some of you have to be careful of who you trust, because the same person that you save, you may very well save that person's life, or you may have very well saved that person's life, will turn around and they will try to take you up out of here. I feel like I was just thinking about something like this because this has happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I have experienced having friends that I literally saved their lives, and they literally, you know what I'm saying, turned around and decided to come after me. And sometimes you really do have to be careful. The scripture God sent me to comes from Nehemiah 3 and 4. Mermoth, son of Uriah, the son of Hakkus, repaired the next section. Next to him, Meshullam, son of Berechiah, repairs, and next to him, Zadok, son of Bana, also made repairs. The next section was also repaired by the men of Tekoa, but their nobles would not put their shoulders to the work under their supervisors. Okay, so here's the message. God said for somebody, this is a situation where you may very well end up working with someone to do something for the kingdom of God. Whatever that thing may end up being, who knows? It could be so many things. But for someone, God is showing me that this could be having a child with somebody. So maybe you had a child with someone, and you know that child, you never know what that child is intended to be. However, you and that person, as far as the relationship, it didn't work out. So God is saying that sometimes the very person that, and you know, in reality, even if you don't physically save that person's life, just by the very fact, if you are female, that you have decided to carry on this person's genes, it is, you know, that life carrying on. It's like the life is transferring, the life goes on for another generation. And, you know, I guess the male counterpart would be you deciding to reproduce with someone, and their life goes on, their genes go on for another generation. But anywho, God said the very same person that you decided that you were going to do so much for, and you know, as a woman, risk your life to bring life into this world for this person, could very well be the very same person to try to take you up out of here. They could be the very same person to try to take you up out of here. And, you know, I've heard of stories of women that were taken up out of here while pregnant by the person they were pregnant by. You know, I know me personally, I don't want to have, I would never want to even lay down with, let alone get pregnant by somebody that don't want me to have their baby. I wouldn't. But see, that's the reason that God have it the way that He have it, where we're supposed to be married first, because then it ain't no issues, it ain't no problems, it ain't no situation where somebody is feeling like they need to take somebody's life, regardless if that's somebody's mother, somebody's sister, somebody's daughter. Take this person's life just because. How dare she have the audacity? How dare her body have the audacity to do what it's supposed to? That's crazy when you think about it like that. That's a life gone. No longer here. All because her body did exactly what it was created to do. God said you got to be careful. You don't want it to be a situation where you end up having a nasty breakup. It's been women that, everything was all good until they got pregnant. Then as soon as they got pregnant, now everything that hit the fan. Now all of a sudden he want to fight. Now all of a sudden he cheating. Now all of a sudden he disappearing. He dipping out. And you know what I'm saying? And later on, man pop up out of nowhere wanting to fight over the kids, wanting to fight over this, I just feel like it's so much that be happening and life just be lifing and you never know what you're gonna get. We already know life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And when we living in a world where you never know what you're gonna get, it's just kind of like, man, I don't know. Anywho, that's the message. God say you got to be careful. You can't trust just everybody. You cannot trust just anybody. It's not a situation where you can just, just because somebody is smiling at you today don't mean they always going to be smiling at you. Just because somebody, gives you a compliment this second don't mean they still going to have that same compliment to say in the next 10 minutes. Because they may have picked up on something else, or they may feel some other kind of way. And by the next 10 minutes, somebody else could have came and whispered something in their ear about you. So you never know how they're going to be feeling in the next few minutes. That's even like one thing that I talked about, that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to tarot and tarot readings. The reason that you have to keep coming back for it is because the person's mind, they always change thought. That's even when it, like me giving a prophecy right now, at any given second, somebody could decide to change their mind to and it could be a strong change of heart to where they decide they not even gonna do that no more. For some of you, it could be a situation where you could literally have been dealing with this person. Y'all had a beautiful relationship. They loved you. You loved them. Y'all was ride or die for each other. And then you got pregnant somehow, some way. Between you getting pregnant and the child being alive and growing up, y'all split up. And they, out of nowhere, decided that you were their enemy. For one reason or another, they decided they had a change of heart. They had a change of thought. And they decided that you were their enemy now. People do that. But the same way they can decide that you will be their enemy, they could also decide to make you their friend. But I feel like the biggest thing about this is God said, don't let your guard down. That's for somebody. That's what this person wants you to do. They want you to let your guard down and to assume that y'all friends now. Baby, God said for somebody, this is a warning. This is somebody, no, y'all not friends now. They trying to catch you slipping. And as soon as they catch you slipping, they going to strike on you in a way that it's going to shatter your heart. It will be in a way that you will be like, I would never do that to such and such. And I would never. God said he told you to keep your mouth shut about your business for a reason. This is somebody that if they had it their way, you wouldn't even see your child. If they had it their way. So they trying to find any and every itty bitty excuse that they can kick up on to try to figure out as to why they can do what they want to do and why they should be able to. For some of you, they are even turning your child away against you. Your child has negative thoughts and feelings towards you now because of this person talking negatively about you around them all the time. Regardless to if it's directly to them or if it's to others. And for some of you, there are other people around this person that will bring you up. They felt some kind of way about you when y'all were in a relationship. They thought y'all were too happy. They thought everything was going too well for you. For some of you, they felt like this person treated you too well and you didn't deserve it. And they are happy, giddy with excitement that y'all are not together no more. And now they bring your name up, trying to figure out reasons as to how they can destroy your life and what they can pick apart and what they can do this and what they can do that. And I feel like the message, this is not even a message to say that they wouldn't even be able to. For some of y'all, they would actually take out the time, effort, and energy to literally investigate you. They would hire a private investigator to follow you around and pick up little bits and details to try to say why you are or are not unfit. But baby, God said for whoever this is for, this is a warning, because that heartache though, like all of the things, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's like you can get over it knowing that your child is okay, even if it's a situation to where your child has been turned against you to such an extent that they don't even have love in their heart towards you no more, you around them and you feel like they don't even want to talk to you, they don't even, hang out. Like, I just feel like even if it's to that extent and you're just kind of like, it is what it is, the heartache that you would feel from this person doing what they intend to do to you is excruciating. And God said he would prefer that you have a heads up on what this person is planning. Because what this person want to see is they want to see you destroyed. They want you to stay there. They want you to be destroyed and stay there and stop getting up. This somebody, they done destroyed you over and over, and you keep getting up from there. How you keep getting up? Sit down. That's how I feel like this person, that's how they feel. How do you keep getting up from there? Where are you going? Why do you keep standing up? You need to sit down. Baby, God said he wants to warn you what this person planning before they do it. For some of you, they gonna do it. And that's just that. They gonna do it, and that's just that. But God said, at least you already expecting that. At least you already expecting that they gonna do something so wicked. At least you already expecting that they gonna do something so evil. At least you are already expecting that they will cause you that kind of harm, that kind of heartache, and that kind of pain. You expecting it already. Anywho, that's the message. That's the message. And for some of you, you have to also be careful about not even just that message, even though that is for someone. That is for someone. But for some of y'all, it's a situation where it's somebody that it could be someone you're dating. It could be someone that you're seeing right now. It could be someone that you are intended to be with that person. You are intended to create life with that person. You are intended to go to different levels with that person. But you have to also be aware that at any given point in time, they could change their mind about you. It could be somebody that they know that could tell them something to change their mind about you. It could be someone you know that could try to get in contact with them to tell them something that would change their mind about you. I just feel like, be warned. Be warned. Be warned. Be warned. If you know that you have people that be doing any and everything that they can to try to destroy your relationships, then how about you steer clear of them? Okay? You don't have to share your relationship with everybody. You could possibly have a beautiful relationship without taking them to meet anybody. You could literally have a beautiful relationship just minding your own business and keeping your business to yourself. And I'm just being real. Like, I just feel like for whoever this is for, if you got that kind of vibe going on, this part right here, God said, don't tell them people about your business. Don't tell them people what you got going on. Don't do all that. Like, I just feel like it even, just the thought of it looks crazy to me, because God is showing me like somebody, you taking your person to meet somebody, knowing good and well this person that destroyed every single relationship that they have ever known about. They destroyed it. And you still taking somebody to meet them. You might as well just break up with them in the car on the way over there. Why go all the way over there to do it? Yeah, that's for somebody. God said, why drive all the way over there just to break up with them? Why are you doing that? You could just tell them that you don't want to be with them no more and go on about your business if that's how you feel. But if that ain't how you feel, why in the world would you do something that you have seen time and time again? Every time you tested it, it failed. Never have you ever been able to test this theory right here and it actually passed and it actually makes sense. God said time and time again, as soon as this person is involved in your relationship, everything starts falling apart. Why in the world would you take your person to go meet them? Why? And yes, they probably gonna call and they probably want to know why. And they probably gonna call other people and make it seem as if they are entitled to knowing your business. This channel is not for kids. And if you are an adult, you are entitled to your own personal life. You are entitled to your space, baby. You know what I'm saying? You are entitled to it. You are entitled to it. And I understand when you are under your parents' roof, you have to do certain things. But if you are outside the house and you minding your own business, you know what I'm saying? Free range. I'm just being real. Free range. It's free range. You don't have to share every single detail with every single person. And it's not a situation where you're being secretive and you're hiding and you're doing something bad. But it's a situation where you don't need to. Why do you have to tell your business to everybody? Why do you have to tell, especially if somebody has shown, they've proven time and time again, they can't be trusted with the information? Why would you give it to them? And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. God said for somebody, this person is telling people that you won't tell anybody anything, but they also single-handedly have stripped you of everybody that you would have told anything to. They interfere with your friendships. You don't have no friends to call. And because you don't have no friends to call or trust, and you have no family to call or trust, you just not talking to nobody. And it's not a situation where it's something wrong, or you are hurt, or you in trouble, or you being captured or something like that. It's just a situation where you haven't called nobody because you have nothing to say. You're not finna give them the information they want no way. What's the point of talking to them? Call for what? I just feel like this somebody. Oh my goodness, that sounds crazy, but that's a conversation for somebody. That's a conversation that's going on. God said you a conversation starter for this person. They have, every time they on the phone with somebody, they talking about you and how dare you and what is this and what is that. And baby, you know what I'm saying? See, it's one thing to be stressed out because your 15-year-old has decided to go off to party, and it's a whole different thing when your 19-year-old decides that they want to go off to party. But it's a whole different story when your 25-year-old decides that they finna go off to party. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's at a point you have to let it go. And I feel like for somebody, it's not even a situation where you going off to party. That's not what you're doing at all. It's not a situation where you've decided to go off, and I just feel like this is somebody, your parent is coming up with some crazy stuff, and it may not even be your parent, but I blurted that out. So for somebody it is. They're coming up with the craziest excuses as to why they believe that you're doing this, that, and a third, but in reality they know nothing. And like, the fact that they would even take out the time, effort, and energy to call anybody, text anybody, and share anything talking about you doing this, they assume that they think this, and they're scared that this is that and that. Why in the world would you tell them the truth? Why would you tell Motor Mouth what you got going on and they going around telling everybody your business? And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean saying Motor Mouth. You know what I'm saying? I know we all have a motor mouth when it comes down to it, when we are talking about something that interests us. And maybe for some of you, you interest this person. But, I guess that would make sense. If they're trying to figure out what you have going on, they're interested in knowing what you have going on, so they want to talk about it, and they're talking about it with everybody. But anywho, I just feel like, hey, once again, I ain't trying to hurt nobody feelings with the motor mouth. I know it's some people that love to talk. Do your thing, okay? Do your thing, sis. Do your thing. It don't affect me in any shape, form, or fashion, okay? I guess unless you talk about me. And in that case, keep my name out your mouth. But anyways, God said that, when it come down to it, it's a situation where, like, they can't get mad at you for not sharing information that you don't want them to have, especially if the information is not hurting anyone, especially if the information is not theirs to uphold anyways. And biggest of all, I feel like, especially if they have already proven themselves to be harmful to knowing this type of information about you. If you have shared this kind of information with them before and they already proven to you that they are untrustworthy, why in the world would you share it with them now? It don't even make sense. It don't. It's anyways, that's the message, y'all. That's the message. God said this person, they are really upset because they feel like, you're not sharing something with them. And, for some of you, this situation with this parent, this other parent, your child's other parent, it could be a situation, maybe you have moved on and they feel some kind of way about it. For somebody, it could be. And, they're trying to get, for somebody, they trying to ask your parent who you in a relationship with, what you have going on, where you going, who you spending your time with, and ... You have not been sharing this information, not only with the person that you have a child with, rightfully so, because you are not in a relationship with them, nor have you been sharing this with a parent, a sibling, somebody that feel like they should be entitled to knowing everywhere you going. Baby, why this person decided to betray you like this here and sit around with your ex, giving them information on where your whereabouts. The crazy thing about this is dangerous. Because for some of you, this person could be crazy. Because if they are trying to find information like this, if y'all done, y'all finished, then that's the end of it. They shouldn't be trying to see what you do, especially during your time when the child is not involved. When you don't have your child with you, and you doing your thing, you minding your business, that don't have nothing to do with them. It don't. If you decide that you're not gonna bring somebody around your child, that person don't have nothing to do with them. And that's just what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Unless y'all have decided, that it's okay you can introduce them to whoever, then that's between y'all. If, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I just feel like when it come down to it, it shouldn't be a situation where nobody should be put in a position to where the person that they used to lay down with probably used to complain about their parents too, their siblings too, their cousins too, during pillow talk, decide to turn around and go to their ex-spouse's family and decide to turn them against their own blood, their own flesh. That's sad. Baby, that's sad. That's sad right there. That's sad right there. That's sad right there. And it's not only sad because I can't imagine how you got to think about how cold and lonely that can feel for your entire family to rather like rock with your ex than to rock with you. And I know for some people you probably thinking, well, what did they do? What did they do? I want to know too, because I know that it is some people that they probably have a valid reason. But you know what I'm saying? It's also some people that all they need is a quick $20, and they got all the information that they can fathom. Things that don't even need to be brought up. They got stuff from 10 years ago for that hot 20. Mm-hmm. They will. But baby, for somebody, that's what's going on. And that might be it. Every time they tell this person something about you, they send them a good $20-$40. And because of that right there, they got to have information on you. And they feel like they are entitled to knowing this information about you. And they are actually adding to, they may even know that this person wants to take this child away. And they helping them. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I get it now. I get why God said this is a warning for someone, because the heartache that they planning, it'll hurt so bad. Somebody, your family, it may even be your own mama, your own daddy, your own siblings are trying to help your ex keep your child away from you. They don't want you to ever see your child again. They are trying to help this person. Some of them are doing it because they have a spite. God said, out of spite of you. They may have felt like, once again, this is a situation. You stepped on somebody's shoe. You scuffed it up a little bit. You said, I'm sorry. Your hands was full. Whatever you had going on, you kept going and you smiled. Thought everything was over. But oh no, they've been brewing over that for months, for decades, God said. They are upset about that. For some of you, you were a baby and they were a kid and you drooled on them. And how dare you? And they've been holding on to that for years. And now is the time. And they going to seek revenge against you because you deserve everything to just fall apart. God said for somebody, this person said you deserve to die. And you ain't even really do nothing to them. You may have cut your eyes at them. You may have stared at them a few seconds too long. You may, you know what I'm saying? You know how you just staring at a certain area and somebody happened to come and stand right there and you just zoned out and they think you staring at them? Like, I feel like it's that kind of vibe. Like, this is somebody, they took something that wasn't even nothing and they ran with it. And now they trying to help this wicked person steal your child from you. Them not knowing who you dated is not grounds for you being a bad parent. That's none of their business. Them not knowing what you eat on a daily basis, regardless if you're eating out or you're cooking, it's none of their business. And it is not grounds for them taking your child away. Them not knowing where you hang out and who your friends are and what you do on this day, that day, and the third while you don't even have your child with you, that is none of their business. And it is not grounds of you being a bad parent unless you're doing some really crazy stuff. I'm just being real. But God said he see what they doing. He do. And we already know that the wicked too shall perish. And that's just what it is. And whatever it is that they decide to do, they ain't going to do nothing but fall in line with what God is planning. So for some of you, it is going to hurt. Even with me giving you this warning, it is going to hurt. However, it is going to fall in alignment with what God is already putting in motion for your life right now. So while it's going to hurt, God said for somebody, don't fight. Let him fight. He's going to fight. He's going to fight. He's going to fight in ways that you can't fight. And, don't take any anger out on your children, because you have to understand that children, their brains are not fully developed. Some children can be manipulated, some can't. Some will easily see what's going on, but I know most people that I have talked to about childhood situations and all that, traumas and all that, like, you don't really realize what happened and what was really going on until you become an adult and you look back on certain things. And I'm saying that to say, for some of you, these children, they don't even realize what they're doing. They don't realize that they being mean to you. They don't realize that they pushing you away. They don't realize that they're hurting your feelings. They don't realize that. But at the same time, I just feel like God is saying, don't take it personal. Don't take it to a hard offense. And don't allow this to destroy you and leave you in a place where you can't get back up. Because God said He not finished yet. Because, see, the thing about it is there's always a reaction to an action. And even though you may be putting down your weapons and you're not going to react to this action, God is going to react for you. And I'm not going to say what that is. But God said it'll be some destruction behind you. He gonna do some things. He gonna stir up some trouble behind you. God said He'll stir up some trouble behind you. And He'll be able to see, the thing about God is, when we try to do stuff, sometimes we leave out little clues and we didn't realize this, that, and the third. It's little details that we forget about. And then we don't know everybody's reasoning. Because for some of the people that help, they ain't had no choice. Their life may have been on the line. And then for some of them, they may have been getting some money that they really need. And for some of them, it could be, a situation where they holding on to a grudge. Some may have a valid reason. Some may not. Baby, God said, but He gonna get down to it. Because He saw everybody involved. From the person that openly called and reported this, that, and the third, like to your ex, as if they were your probation officer, to the person that just simply, took a picture and sent it to somebody else. Like, I just feel like God is saying, for whoever this is for, don't worry, don't stress yourself, don't worry. God said He got you. And He got them. He got something for them. Don't stress yourself about it. Anywho, that's the message. That's the message. Don't worry yourself too much. Don't stress yourself too much. It's only so much that you can control. You know what I'm saying? And once you realize that it's only so much that you can control, that's when you realize that some things are not worth you stressing over, and that God is going to handle it when He get ready to. And when He get ready to, boy, oh boy, will He handle it. And I just think that's what it is. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys to bits and pieces. I'll see you later. Deuces.